Hey everybody, it's Carla from Casey Creates. It's been a little while. I feel like I've been MIA, but we took a little journey all the way to North Carolina to visit my sister, and I have just been thoroughly enjoying creating in her craft room. She has a very extensive craft room with lots of fun things, including some of my pottery equipment, and she's a potter too. But I thought, why don't I show you some of the things I've been making since I've been gone? Of course, I have some coffee here, and I snagged one of my son's Chip Ahoy cookies. Anyway, so my ultimate goal is to open an Etsy shop and sell some of my craft things. And so the last couple days, I wanted to make some Victorian fabric cuffs that you can wear. Let me take this off, around your wrist. So here's one. And of course, it's decorated in the fussy way that I love, with lace and bows. And I don't know if you can see, there's a tiny little bow with a pearl. And then some fabric wrapped roses and lots of little pearl embellishments. And I'm gonna put little elastic buttonholes with pearl buttons so that they fasten. And they're kind of back from the Victorian era. Maybe they could be worn as bridal wear, but I also think they're just pretty for everyday wear. So my goal is to make two one-of-a-kind type pieces, but two. So there's some variation in them. These are a little different. But these are the light rose pink and cream lace Victorian cuffs. And then I made two of the scalloped lace ones with just a string of pearls going down the middle. And my hands have glue on them if they look kind of cruddy. Sorry about that. I've been working for several days at these. But anyway, this one will attach around the wrist. So there's a pearl one with just a little rose embellishment in the middle. And I have two of those. And then my latest one I just made is a little more bohemian, boho kind of looking. I'll just show you one of these because they're not dry yet. But it's a pretty teal fabric with brown and yellow and white flowers. This one's not going to show up as well because it literally still has the Mod Podge on it. But I created this one so it could hopefully tie around your wrist to make another element of decoration with the bow that you tie. So I have two of those. So I'm working on the cuffs, and then of course when I'm with my sister we always have to go to Michael's. So we found a bunch of fun clearance things, and one of the things is, this is usually used for cake decorating, but I find I use the cake decorating things for my clay, and I got some air dry clay, and with the air dry clay I created things that are gonna be a part of a line of jewelry that I want to make, with like acorns, and I got some these will be pendants. I pressed some eucalyptus in there so you can kind of see that, and then I pressed some of the weeping willow leaves into clay for that. What else? I just had a lot of fun putzing, and usually by putzing around with things I come up with ideas. Ideas come to me. These were the flowers. That came out of this mold, which was a little difficult to work with, but I made it work. And then this is a white flower I pressed in the mold. And then I also started creating some pine cone daisies. So these are a couple of those. And all of these little elements that I created are going to work themselves into necklaces. I'm going to go grab them real quick, so just 1 minute. I'll be right back. Okay, so these are the necklaces I've been working on. And I braided some hemp to make a nice braided cord, and then I just added pieces to give it a lot of fun movement. So there's a satin ribbon and some buttons. I just cut the backs off and glued them. These are two of the clay pendants that are the leaves. And then I strung some pearls to add to it. So this is one that you could wear around your neck, like this. And I'm going to call it Maury Girl jewelry because it's very earthy and things you'd find in the forest, but also pretty with roses, flowers and pearls and little details. And then the other one is this one, which is again real earthy, some beads. I had a silk flower attached to it, but it kind of cheapened it to me, that look, because it wasn't a natural element or natural fiber. So that's why I came up with the pine cone daisy, which I'll find a way to attach to that. So these need a little refining, a little more figuring out exactly what direction I want to go. And that's just what I'm having fun doing right now, is just kind of figuring out what direction I want to go. Allowing my creative energy to just go wild as I putz around on all of these different things. And I don't create it thinking how much money I can make or anything like that. I just create it knowing that it's a pleasure. And honestly, as a Christian, it's almost an act of worship to use your creative gifts. It's kind of a way of saying, thanks for this gift you gave me of being able to be creative. So that's kind of what my channel is all about. When I say Casey Creates, it's just being able to operate in my creativeness with real freedom and not worry about, what am I going to do with it or how much am I going to charge for it. I just want it to be pure joy, and I want it to reflect in what I create. So I just wanted to chat with you for a minute and let you see what I've been up to. And it's bittersweet to have to go home. I'm missing my husband and my dog, so I guess it is time to go. But we sure were blessed to be able to travel and be with family and friends for a few days. And I look forward to catching up with all of you again soon as I create something else. Have a great day. Bye.